Hello and welcome to CLK Creates. I'm CLK, Candace Kitchen, and welcome to my crafting journey podcast. Today is going to be a little bit different of a podcast. It's not going to be like a regular one. As you can tell, there's no quilt behind me because this is going to be, I hope, to be a quick kind of little session where I tell you my Quasi 2023 plans for all my crafts, mostly cross stitch and knitting actually. So what I'm going to be doing is telling you my top 5 knitting WIPs that I would like to get done this year, top 5 cross stitch WIPs I'd like to get closer to done because I have a lot of big ones, so I'll go into more detail about those when I go through them. And then I'm going to, because I'm me and I have to have new projects, we're going to do top 5 knitting projects and top 5 cross stitch projects that I'm going to start at some point this year. So without further ado, we'll get going on this. I have an appointment to get to later on today and I'm trying to get it. So right now we're under a freezing rain warning. So I'm trying to get through this part so that you don't hear all the tick, 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 tick on the window. Very annoying. So anyhow, I'm trying to save you from that. So first off, we're going to go through the top knitting WIPs that I would like to have finished. And so the first one is the Cockatoo Bray. And I guess I'll just show it to you up here. It's probably easier than me showing this little kind of crumpled up picture. Actually, it's not too bad. So this is the Cockatoo Bray by Kate Davies. And it's done in Jameson Smith yarns. And I have my one sleeve done. Woo! Second sleeve almost done. And then runaway ball. And then I'm going to start the body very soon. So happy about that. And this has to be ready by end of September because I'm going to Shetland Wool Week, and well, hopefully when they release the tickets, I hope to get a ticket. And I'll be going to that with some friends, so I'm looking forward to that. So this has to be done by September. So far I've got almost the sleeves done, so that's half the bottle, sleeve island. And then it's bottom up, and since it's a cardigan I have to steek it. So yeah, so I have all the brown bit to go for a while before I get to the fun color work. So looking forward to that. So that's WIP number 1 that I definitely have to have done. WIP number 2 is my Fair Isle vest by Mary Mucklestone, and I'll put a picture of what it's gonna look like when it's done. And I'm doing mine. I think I showed this in one of my podcasts, but this one is my colors. I'm holding 2 Fabelle yarns, Drops Fabelle yarns held double to make a DK. And so this is halfway done, and then I have to do the repeat again. And then I do a little bit kind of where the V-neck is. And this is also steeped, so I can continue doing everything in the round. Look at those fun colors. It's gonna be great with a white button-down shirt underneath. So yeah, so a vest, like there's no sleeves, so it shouldn't be, I just need to do the color work all the way up. So this I would like to have done also, even though it's not Shetland yarn, it's still Fair Isle. So I would definitely want this done by September for my Shetland trip to Scotland. And then my next one, because I need some more of the short sleeve ones that I can wear all season. So spring, some summer days. Winter, I could just stick a turtleneck or a long sleeve t-shirt underneath, or a button down depending on the sweater. So I need more of those kind of interchangeable sort of sweaters. So the one that I need to really get working on, and my friend Karen, aka Zippy, has it in the exact same colorway, so we'll be twinsies, is the alive and kicking. So my printout is really horrible. So I'm going to put a picture up right here. So one of the sides. And I'm doing it in Midnight Cravings. Midnight Cravings Diffraction. So that's Midnight. And then that's the color. So it's like a teal, blue, gray, deep kind of deep sea color. I love it. So when it's knitting up, I have it started, obviously, because it's a WIP. I just got into the actual detail. I'll put the picture up again. So the detail along here, I've done all my short rows, and so now I'm into the actual, see, there's not much to see there, but I got to get cracking on that. So this wouldn't take very long, because once you get through the fun part here, all the details, then it's just straight stockinette all the way down. And that's great TV knitting. So this I would like to have fairly soon, done by this year, so I can wear it. Maybe as a joke if I have it ready by May, because we're going to Knit City, Montreal. If I have it ready by then, we can wear it as twins. As a big joke. Too funny. So yeah, my next one is Elf Mail. Now I've shown this one on the podcast before, and I don't have a picture on the inside, so I'll put one up here. This is the one that Debbie from Loving Path was wearing at the Woolstock Fiber Festival in October last year, 2022. And I got the colors that she had exactly. So the two colors are right here. So those are the two colors I'm doing. I'll write down here what the colors are, and I'll also put it down below. But those are the two colors together. And Elf Mail goes like this, and it's so beautiful. I want to wear this now, so I gotta hurry up. It's very addictive though. When you're actually working on it, you just keep going and going and going. But you know, I had things that were needed to jump the line. But this one I definitely want to have ready by May for the Stitch North, because it's short sleeve. I'm doing the short sleeve version. And yeah, I definitely want to wear this at Knit City. And it would be very comfortable with everybody shopping away in the convention center. So yeah, it's the May long weekend for us. So May 21st, I think, and that weekend. So looking forward to that. My next one is my Miss May shawl. I wanted to have this done by this winter, but it's not going to happen. But I can wear it in the summer too, in evenings, cool evenings. Sorry, get it the right way. I did work on it a little bit more since I last showed it on the podcast. Not a huge amount, but I did work on it. But then Christmas came and busyness and all that jazz. Eesh, this is hard to show when it's on the... I'm sorry. There. I just don't want it to fall off the needles. So yeah, I've got quite a bit done now. But this is going to be so beautiful. So this is also in Midnight Cravings in Sangria. This is the one, like when I look at it now on the screen, it looks true to color. It's like a deep red, like, you know, deep, beautiful tonal red. And probably how you're seeing it is bright magenta. I just don't get that. I don't know how I can adjust that, but it's like a nice, deep, luscious red. And let's see, yeah, Midnight Cravings in color Sangria. And that's it there. We'll see if that comes true later. But it's a beautiful deep red. Technology, right? So those are all my knitting WIPs that I definitely would like. And obviously I'm going to put a picture of what the finished look will look like. That I definitely want to finish by end of the year. Okay, so looking forward to that. And so I'm going to show you my cross stitch WIPs next. I didn't bring any of them up, so I'm just going to put pictures, and then I'll talk about kind of a WIP go board. So we'll talk about that next. Okay, so the first one is the 2020 Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along, so Sal. And that one, so this is what it's going to look like. It's a giant one. So this one is where we got a clue every month. So I am now just finishing off May. So that's what it will look like. This is where I'm at with mine. I'll show you a picture of that. And my goal is to finish this year. I think I can do it. I really do. I'm going to definitely try. So my next cross stitch project is Hello Pumpkin by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And so this is what it's going to look like. And this is where I'm at now. So I still have quite a bit to go. This one, she has all kind of 4 seasons. So Hello Dear is for winter. I think she did Hello Spring for spring. And then Hello, can't remember what the summer one is, but it's got a cute little toucan in it. I haven't purchased that one yet, PDF, but I have the other 2 all ready as a kit and ready to go. Fabric's ready, floss is ready, all of that in a little zipper bag, ready to go. But I want to finish all of them first before I finish them. So what I'm going to fully finish. So what I plan on doing is doing kind of a soft finish, I call it, instead of a hard finish. Hard finish is frames to me. This is how I work it out. So hard finish for cross stitch is framed in a frame, you know, laced in the back and all that jazz. But soft finish is, because I quilt and do all that kind of stuff, soft finish is when I do it kind of like a wall hanging. So I'll put some coordinating fabric around the outside, stitch it, put binding, and have a little system to hang it up. So then each season I can have each Hello Pumpkin up. So it's a Hello Pumpkin series. No, Hello series. And yeah, so then each season I can have them up, and then they're easy to roll and safely store away for each season, instead of having to have a permanent almost room or closet for frame pieces that you put up seasonally. That's just how I work. So the plan is to finally get one done at least, and then do the rest, so then I have them all. Yeah, so they're so cute. I really love them. I love the colors and the brightness. And so I'll probably have them hanging down in my own studio downstairs, because I have a lot of white furniture there and turquoise and all those kind of bright, fresh, funky colors. So that's what I'll probably where I'll hang them. So the next one is the one that my birthday start from that you guys helped vote on, and it's the Gooderham building. So I'll put a picture of what it's going to look like. It was a kit from Panna, I believe, and I'll put a picture of where I'm at right now. And I really hope to finish that this year, hopefully by spring, early summer, because I'm going to take my cross stitch with me to Toronto, and we'll visit the actual building. So I thought that would be neat. A nice little trip for us, adventure. We'll vlog it up. So yeah, so definitely want to try and finish that by spring, summer. So the other one is I've had it for a while. I've started it, then restarted it on different fabric twice. Well, on the one fabric once I started it, and then because I didn't have enough, I wouldn't have had enough room. So, because the way that it was cut. So I restarted it again, and then I decided I changed my mind because her name is Rosa, and then something, she's German, and I can't pronounce it, so it's gonna go right here. But yeah, so it was a free kind of pattern where each month we get to, or each week we get two houses. So I don't know if it's a for sale PDF. I think it is now, but at the time, quite a few years ago, it was a free download each week. So we get the free download each week, and we get two houses. And so there's 12 or something like that. Yeah, one for every month. So she has it set up. Well, I'll show you how the original was. I'll put a picture of that here. And I've shown it to you guys on the podcast before. And she had shown it later on, done in horizontal, all the houses together, without the months on it and all that kind of stuff. And she did it as a pillow. So I'm going to do it as a soft finish, as a wall hanging, stick it in my studio, something like that. And I just loved all the houses horizontally like that. Like, it looked really cool. So I think I'm on February. Yeah, so here's where I am at now. And yeah, so I'd like to get quite a bit done. I don't think I'll have a finish. Like for the cross stitch ones, it won't necessarily be finishes, but I'll explain how I want to try and work that out after. And so the last one is, I talked about it the last episode, where I'm doing the Forever and Ever. This was my New Year, New Start, cross stitch New Year, New Start, this January 1st. And it was, it's this pattern here by Brenda Gervais, Forever and Ever. And I'm doing it as a commemorative piece to my mom. My mom passed away March 2021. And so I'm going to change that wording, as you see there. I'm going to try and figure out and change the wording about something about, to mom sort of thing. It's gonna reflect her. And so that's been started. The New Year, New Start. I didn't get to a good new start. I did like this many stitches because it took me forever to get all the floss situated and ready on floss cards, and everything set up, and then the fabric on the frame. I'm doing it on one of my Q-snaps. It just took forever. So anyways, this is where I'm at now. So this is for me, all these where I'm at now, to see how far I've come along in a couple of months or so. I'll be able to show you my progress. Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully. So with that, Jessie Marie on YouTube, there's a young lady that her name's Jessie, and Jessie Marie does stuff. And I'm not sure what her Instagram is. I'll put it here as well. But anyway, she has an official kind of WIP Go page, and WIP Go is WIP bingo, pretty much. So she has a setup, and she has many YouTube videos explaining it. So I'll put a link down below to one of them. So what it is you have a bingo card with 25 spaces, and then you fill in things that you want to work on, whether it's, just like a lot of people just do cross stitch or themed or just different things. So what I've done is I've made a WIP Go board for my top 5 knitting WIPs and my top 5 cross stitch WIPs, and intersperse them. And then I have one newish WIP in there. So here's mine here, printed off, because I have this all set up on GoodNotes. So each month on the 25th of the month, she announces, like does a draw and gives you 2 numbers. So this month it was 6 and 10. And for me, that was Gooderham Building and Forever and Ever. And so I've made a lot of progress on Forever and Ever. So I'm gonna start working on some more of my Gooderham, which also has quite a bit of good progress. So that's my board there. Looks all backwards to me, but hopefully it's correct for you. And so what I've done is, for example, Cockatoo Bray, my sweater, the cardigan. I have that 1, 2. So I've done it so it comes up twice. Then for each one, I have them set up where they come up twice. Each of my 5 things. So top part, the top 10, the bottom 10 numbers are a mix of the top 5 of my knitting and my top 5 of my cross stitch. So, and I'll work on it in between. This isn't a hard and fast rule. It's just something to kind of get you working on the things that you want to get done. It's a neat little thing. If you watch her video, she explains it really well. So, so then in the middle, because I really want to get the Modern Folk Embroidery 2020 Sal finished, they are here again. So they are here on this board 4 times as opposed to just 2 like the rest. And then here I have Bernard's birds from Bernard's books. So this project here, get the glare off, that's what it's going to look like. I've shown this before. This was originally for a fundraiser for Caroline's husband's marathon in New York, and that's where I'm at right now on Picture This Plus fabric. I want to say, no, I'm not sure of the name. I'll write it down here. 32 count, Picture This Plus name. And this is just DMC, and I'll also put that below what DMC I'm using. And so I would like to make some more progress on that. So this is just a board that helps you touch things that you haven't touched in a while, or you're not drawn to, or forget about. That's the problem sometimes when you have a lot of WIPs. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. And then you're excited again. So my plan for knitting on my WIP Go board, knitting projects, are work on the project for at least 3 to 4 days in a row, 2 times or more that month. So, you know, working it for 3 days in a row in 2 different weeks will get me a lot of progress on a knitting project. Like I'll get pretty far. And really and truly, because my days are so busy, I don't do much crafting necessarily during the day. It's all in the evenings when I'm sitting and relaxing and watching TV after dinner. So, so that's the plan for knitting. And for cross stitch, my goal each time it comes up on the WIP Go board is to do 1 page finish for that month. So sometimes it's doable, sometimes not, but I am going to try. That's my goal, because I am picking up my cross stitch a little bit more than not. It depends on my eyes and how tired I'm feeling for that day. If I can handle cross stitch, because you know I have these clip magnifiers that I clip onto my glasses, and there's just a little more prep to get ready to do cross stitch as opposed to knitting. I just grab my bag and go. So there's that. So then, because I'm crazy, oh, I forgot. The middle, so number 13 on the WIP Go board is a free space. So she says you can do whatever you want there. You can add another project or do it as a free space for a new start or something like that. So of course, me being me, I'm going to do a new start. And of course, it's going to be a new start for both knitting and cross stitch. So don't know what they'll be yet, but I'll definitely have 2 new starts on there. And it'll be 2 new starts different from what I'm going to be showing you next. So next, what I'm going to be showing you are my top 5 new knitting projects that I'd like to start and new cross stitch projects that I'd like to start. Most of them I have all the stuff ready for it. Some of it I still have to purchase, or maybe shop my own little store downstairs. But anyways, we'll get over that. So the first one, my giant sweater bag. I don't have the picture printed out here, so I'm going to put it up here. It's by Joji Locatelli. It's called the Lounger. So what it is, I'll show you a couple of pictures of what it will look like, but it's a long cardigan. It doesn't snap up, it just kind of crosses over, so no buttons to deal with, and it has a hood. So yeah, so there's lots of knitting on this project. Definitely want to start it. I'll probably start it maybe a little sooner than later because it is such a big, long project. It would be nice to have it done by May on my trip, but you know, we'll see. But I am doing it in vintage, Barocco vintage, in what they call tidal wave, but on here it tells me the color number, so 5185, and it's that kind of petrol color, so like a sea blue almost. This is my new favorite color. It looks more like that. That's more true from my vision here. So I have all the skeins. They're all in here for my size. All fits in my lovely sweater bag. So this is one of my larger sweater bags. I'll give you the dimensions here below. But yeah, I'll get some more into the shop for that. But these are good for like a full-size sweater. So like you saw, it's a long cardigan. Baby blankets. My friend Zippy puts multiple projects in project bags in this bag. So depending on what she's up to. So definitely want to start that one. And really and truly, it looks like a very easy straight up knit. It's stockinette, knit, 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 purl, 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 knit, 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 purl, 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 you know, back and forth, back and forth. So it's gonna, I think I'll wear it a lot. So my goal for 2023 for knitting projects is to pick projects that will be workhorses in my wardrobe. So they're good standard pieces that will work with many outfits, right? So a little less and detailed and all that kind of stuff, but a good standard, nice sweater or whatever. Most of these are all sweaters, I'll tell you that right now. Because I wear all mine, and I don't buy knitwear anymore. I just look and say, I can make that. Or I find, being on Ravelry and seeing projects, you're always like, ooh, the next sweater, the next sweater. So we know I have lots of whips. So yeah, I keep finding sweaters. So all of these are going to be kind of like good staples to throw on with any outfit. That'll work color-wise and detail-wise. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay, so the next one was the one that didn't win for my birthday stars, but I do definitely want it. So this is Widow's Kiss it says by Baby Cocktails, but she also goes by Thea Coleman. Well, Thea Coleman is her name, and then she has that designed under there. So I definitely want to start that. And then I'm doing mine at a Alpaca Merino Worsted by Estelle. And it's color number 518. So it's very close to what colorway she has in the pattern. But there you go. So I have all the yarn. I've had all the yarn for quite a while. And so I'd like to start that. So that's a good one that I can just throw over dresses and skirts or pants and jeans and all that fun stuff. So that'll be a good staple as well. The other one I don't have yarn for yet, so I get to go shopping. Anyhow, so I'll put it right here. It's the trim vest. Offhand, I can't remember who it's by. I want to say Blacker Yarns, but anyways, I'll put it down here. And I'm thinking, I'm not even sure what color yet. Theirs is light gray. I maybe like, no, maybe black. I think I'm going to do it in black. Yeah, probably black, because it'll go with a lot more outfits since I'm going standard. So haven't picked which one yet. I do have, I have a giant cone of Holzgarn Super Soft in ink. I could probably do it in that, because the pattern, there's two patterns. It's a free pattern. They have it in DK weight and fingering weight. So I want the lighter version. So I'm going to do mine in DK weight, fingering weight. And that yarn might work, and it's black, and I have lots of it. So yeah, so that's definitely a wardrobe staple. So very excited about getting that started. And yeah, now that I think about it, it's probably going to be that. So I don't have to go shopping unless I want to, which I always want to. Ay. Okay, so in my wool and silk travel bag, I think we have different versions to this one. This is the first original version, and then the new version doesn't scooch into a triangle. It folds up into a little package, but so handy, and they're really nice, good quality. I have a few projects in these. But this one is by another Joji Locatelli sweater, cardigan, and it's called the Night Out Cardigan, or Cardi. So I'll just put it up here because I don't have a good printout picture of that. And what I'm doing it's going to be black, and I really don't have problems knitting with black, because most of the time when I'm just straight up knitting, I'm not looking. And I don't have to look when I purl either. I'll glance down every once in a while. But if I have problems, I'll just put good lighting on. But for the most part, knitting with a darker color for me so far is still okay. Phew. I can't say that for cross stitch, but yeah, for knitting, I'm okay. So I'm doing mine on Alpaca Merino Fine in color 402. So it's a nice dark black. You know, sometimes you get like a lighter, like this. This is a lighter black, my sweatshirt. But this is a nice deep dark black. And she has hers in black, and I think that'll be a nice little staple. And whether I wear it open or closed, most of the time I wear my cardigans that I knit closed, but I think this one will be mostly open. But yeah, but I think it's really pretty. Has nice little detail, not too fussy, and so that's definitely going to be a start this year. And then the last knitting project, I thought, you know what, I need to bring in a sock. Though I always have some sort of sock on the go, so I was picking socks that have a little bit more involvement, I guess, than just a vanilla sock, because those are always kind of on the go. But what I'm going to be doing is the Broken Seed Stitch sock. So it almost looks like my elf mail, to tell you the truth, the way it looks. Oh, I can't show you that. That shows the pattern. So anyways, forget it. I'll put it up here. So this is what the sock will look like. And here are my yarns. So this is Wisdom Yarns Saki Bamboo, or Saki Bamboo. It's 50% merino superwash, 25% nylon, and 25% bamboo. Feels lovely, absolutely lovely. But these are the two colors, and I'm going to do Fabel color 115. So in the pattern, you have to mix these two, and I think that'll be nice. A nice enough contrast. I know the color is in there, but it's just so mottled. It'll look great. I'm looking forward to these. So these will get started at some point this year as well. And who knows, maybe I'll have like a start party, so they're all started at least. And then I can just jump in and go whenever I need to. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah. Good ideas on the fly. Okay, so these are all open. Sorry about zippers and stuff. I'm trying to be more conscious about that. And I noticed when I was editing, I was banging on my table and my needles would scrape against the table. So today I have that table runner that I showed you in the last episode. I have that down, so I have less of that noise and all that jazz going on. Okay, so cross stitch, top 5 cross stitch new starts this year. So this one is by Obeh. It's a kit, and it's Moraine Lake, which is in Alberta. And I'm just going to use everything that's in the kit. So some sort of Aida, don't know what count, but 16 count Aida, and with all the floss that they supplied. I love this. I think this is beautiful. Yeah, and this will definitely be a framed. And would love to go there one day. It's so pretty, except for the black flies and mosquitoes. They love me and I hate them, but anyway. Definitely want to start that one. The one that lost in my birthday starts for the vote was the HL's Moth. And I'm going to be doing it with a conversion from Mrs. Sedus silks. And this will definitely be a framed. Not like that. I won't do that. I'll do like this in a pretty frame. And it is on, I don't know what, I bought this a while ago. It's called Twilight Blue in 32 count. So it's like a grade blue. There, that's more true to color. So it's going to look really nice. So I got to get that going. So I have lots of fun stuff planned. This one is for my kiddo Rowan. I'll have to put a picture of what it looks like up here because this is a really small printout. So him and I watched The Last Airbender together and really enjoyed the whole series. He was watching it and then I got into it and then I said, let's start it over and watch it together. So we watched the whole series together. And these are all the characters from the main characters from that show. So yeah, so that's what it's going to be. So it's done on black Aida. So I got that all set, serged and ready to go. And then here's all the flosses ready to go as well, because that's kind of half the battle is doing all that work. So yeah, each character, as you see, is pretty much one of these colors. So yeah, so I'd love to get that started this year and framed for him for his room. I have Calcifer, the other anime character I did for him. It's downstairs on my ironing board, ready to be put in a frame. I have to do all the lacing and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know why I'm dragging myself on that, but I have been a little busy lately. But I'd like to get that framed, and then I bought the frame for my husband and my How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. I bought that frame, so I'd like to have that frame. So probably by next podcast, I will show you those fully finished. Woohoo! Oh, goodness. So the next one, oops, I had them all open, I'm sorry. The next one is the Flea Market Flowers by Lori Holt. Be in My Bonnet. So I definitely want to start this. This is just so sweet. Again, I will probably do a fun soft finish with this and hang it somewhere in my studio. I'm going to do the Called for Colors and even do it on maybe Aida or Evenweave. Probably Evenweave, 28 count Evenweave maybe. In white. I like the white. I have some of that, so that's why I'm saying that. Or 18 count, something like that. Because it's almost like when you get to these flowers and stuff, it's like full coverage, right? So I'd rather have it with the simple holes that I follow instead of linen, on linen where you have to kind of go over 2 threads sort of thing, right? So that I definitely will start. I have only a few of the flosses from my stash. So I just need to get the rest of the floss for that. And I know I have the fabric downstairs. I just haven't set it up. And so the last one is a Christmas one. And I have a little bit of everything. So let me take the elastic off. So it's O Tannenbaum by Brenda Gervais. And I gotta search around for a box that'll work. I see them all the time everywhere, so I'll do that. If not, I could probably I can make it. I could totally make that. And yeah, so I have fabric. So, because I used to be part of the traditional stitches, I just canceled it. I kind of got a lot of them. So I used to be part of their fabric of the month and floss of the month. So for a while it was Classic Colorworks, and then I switched to Weeks Dye Works, or vice versa. Anyway, so I got a good supply of stuff now. So the fabric I picked, because I had them, was 32 count Heritage by Picture This Plus in linen. More like that. And so I'll do each of them on here. There we go. Put it full so you can see all the different modeling. Really nice. And so far I only have a few of the flosses. I think I need a couple more because when I was at the shop at Gida's, they didn't have them the time that I had gone. And anyhow, so yeah, I'm going to start this one. I just love this. It's really sweet. Really, really sweet. Bring it a little closer. So I'll get that started. So these are all starts. They're not necessarily to finish, but they're to start at some point this year and take it from there. And, you know, as I've explained before, I'm a mood crafter. So, you know, whatever the mood kind of takes me, I'm going to work on. So I'm going to try my best. This is not all cast in stone. A few I really would like to have done, like the Fair Isle ones for Shetland, because, you know, everybody tends to wear kind of Scotland Fair Isle kind of designs. So I'll probably pick maybe another sweater to wear, because I'll be there, I think, for like 8 days or something like that. So yeah, so that's my crafting plan. As far as the quilting and embroidery and that kind of stuff, applique, that'll all be thrown into when I'm in the mood. I'm actually going to make an attempt to pick a day on the weekend, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, and pick one of those kind of projects that I don't gravitate to, because some of them I have to be in that right frame of mind, and I'm a little calmer, I guess, on the weekend than frazzled in the evenings during the week. So like a Saturday or Sunday, I can just get set up and actually work on, you know, applique my Christmas windows. I'll put a picture on that because I have a lot of blocks to go. Same with my chestamere, which is really easy. I could probably whip up on a weekend 2 of those blocks. I just have to do all the cutouts and get myself set up. So there's lots of more prep work when it comes to those. So, you know, during the week, my brain is frazzled and I don't gravitate to them. So, but I want to do them. I want them finished. They are gorgeous. I've had them for a while. Yeah, I just want to get not organized, sort of, but but just, you know, I love doing all of those things. So that's my goal, is to try and do all the things that make me happy. And doing all these crafts is my self-care. I don't stress myself about doing any of them. I just love them. If they need a timeout, they need a timeout. I don't get angry, put it away. And when I have a better frame of mind, I fix it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a quick one. I have to get ready for my appointment. I have no idea what time it is. How long did I talk? I'm still good. And yeah, so hope your new year so far, your 2023, is going well. So far so good here. You know, all we can do is take it day by day, and that's exactly what I do. And yeah, just enjoying life, I guess, right? Anyhow, I'm rambling, so I will let you go. And I hope to be back in 2 weeks with a normal, regular podcast. Yeah, I had time for this this week, and I've been wanting to do this. Being sick before Christmas really messed up with kind of my own crafting schedule and what I wanted to do, and organizing and all that kind of stuff. I just wasn't into it at the first of the year. So that's all happening now, and I'm working through all my little plans. And yeah, that's it. So you all take care, and I will see you and talk to you soon. Bye.